A death, the latest in the string of tragedies that have struck this part of the forest. The victim this time is Suresh, a dairy farm worker trampled to death by a rampaging wild elephant. With the Himalayan foothills as its backdrop, this small village is home to Shunita and her family. Lakhi is slowly getting used to a life without her father. Like her brother, Bhagwan Das, she has to learn to share responsibilities of the household. The sub-Himalayan plain of North Bengal has its own distinct beauty. The rocky terrain, alternating with dense, lush grasslands and forests, account for the region's rich and unique ecology. The unending stretches of the high forests and the grasslands, paradise for the mega herbivores. For centuries, elephants, rhinoceros and bisons have thrived on the rich vegetation of the duars and in turn produced the all-important biomass necessary for the survival of the forest. Animal refuse, produced over the years in huge quantities, have contributed to the fertility of the duar's soil. If these animals are endangered, the forests too will bear the brunt one day. Today, the Asiatic elephant of North Bengal is threatened in its own home. A threat that has triggered one of the most tragic and long-drawn human-elephant conflicts of our times. These serene forests are now a virtual battleground between the planet's mightiest and the planet's cleverest inhabitants, as they encroach on each other's territories. Intrusions from hungry elephants are a daily affair. Nights bring in more such intrusions by elephants who descend on the area. Driving them off in the forest requires sustained and sometimes even night-long effort. The village has an unusual visitor. Tarzan, true to his name, is a tough and strapping bull elephant. His maleness embodied in his long tusks, often considered a sign of aggression in male Asiatic elephants. Tarzan and his mahout Ramdas are actually no strangers to the village. The people of this region have a rich and complex relationship with the elephant, traditionally considered a symbol of Mahakal, the Lord Shiva, the all-embracing divine force that represents fate or destiny. It is important to keep him happy and contented. Even in captivity, the elephant receives adulation and reverence worthy of deities. Back home, the loved ones are waiting patiently. The day's work is over. The doer returns to Ramdas's home in the forest. The cozy shelter, the promise of domestic bliss, but more than that, a well-deserved rest after a hard day's work. With sundown, there is silent activity in the fringes of the forest. In his humble forest dwelling, Ramdas glows in the warmth of family life. The happiness of his wife, Shibani, the future of his son, Babu, Ramdas is reminded of his familial duties. Little away, preparation for a pitched battle is on. Amidst the chaos, the lone intruder is sighted. It is March, a time when the crops ripen and hungry elephant herds descend on the cornfields. It looks like the beginning of another night of fear and loss. As always, forest guards are on high alert. Their intervention can avert possible tragedies. This is the Binnaguri Elephant Squad, trained to tackle such emergencies. The elephant squads of this kind are unique to this part of the country. The team reaches a site of destruction. Rampaging elephants have devastated crops and ravaged people's homes. The search continues. The trail of devastation leads the team to another village. The arrival of the squad is greeted with relief. It seems the rampaging herd is not far away. Finally, the invaders are sighted nearby. A big herd that had descended on a cornfield. Overwhelmed by the sustained assault, the elephants beat a hasty retreat. A silent procession into the forest under the watchful eyes of the forest guards. The end of another night of horror and anxiety for the villagers.